So hey guys, happy new year. Welcome back to my channel in 2019. We're coming up on the 8th year of me having this channel. But today I want to tell you about some changes that are gonna be happening around these parts in 2019. I feel like that was very country sounding. Parts. I think I got my southern accent coming out on that one. So if you're new around here, my normal schedule is that on Mondays and Fridays I upload videos. On Mondays, it's my weekly vlogs. It's just around the house, around Houston, Texas with my fiance. It's new, I'm still basking in this. My fiance Mike and our 3 dogs, Ash, Colby, and Foster. Just a weekly vlog of our daily lives. And then on Fridays, I upload some sort of theme park video, or at least that's what it's been for about the past 3 or 4 years. And that's going to change a little bit this year, but for right now, that is still how things go. So today I'm here to talk about a new series that's going to join the channel. It's going to be a once a month installment on Wednesdays, and those videos are going to focus on my journey toward healthier living. So today we're going to talk about the what, the how, the why, when, my goals, all of that stuff. So stay tuned. Let's chat about my goals for 2019. Again, I said I've been on YouTube for 8 years, so there is plenty of footage on my channel where you can see the change in me over 8 years. So you can definitely see all the different phases that I've gone through in that time period. And when I say my goal toward healthier living, I'm really talking about my goals toward health, eating, and fitness. So I'm not gonna go into my full history of dealing with this subject matter over the course of my life in this video, but I do want to talk about my most recent experience on this path and my plans for 2019 on this path. So when it comes down to it, yes, the simplified version of this is that I'm planning to lose weight in 2019. And yes, part of that is because recently got engaged, there's going to be a wedding coming up, and yes, at least part of me is feeling more motivated to take this seriously now that I have a serious end goal in mind, which is our wedding. But if you follow me for a while, you know that I am generally conscious of my health and fitness and do try to eat well and try to go to the gym frequently, which has not been a thing in my life in probably the past 6 months. So for the most recent background of this similar journey, if you go back to 2014, and I will link the video that I'm discussing, in January 2014, I saw the vlogs of myself and was not happy with where I was. Longtime viewers will know that I kind of went through a somewhat traumatic experience in 2011, 2012, and that kind of sent me spiraling health-wise, where I don't want to say I didn't care, but it was not on the forefront of my thought process to devote time to eating well and exercising. So 2014 was my last serious year of devoting to this kind of path, and during that year, really the first 8 months of the year, I lost 30 pounds. This isn't the first time in my life that I've lost a good chunk of weight, and over my life I have definitely gone up and down depending on what was happening in my life. So at the end of 2014, I had lost 30 pounds. I felt so much better. At the end of 2014, I did my 3rd 10-miler and was able to shave, I think it was 20 plus minutes off my time from the previous year. I'll have to do research and I could put the actual time here. But I shaved a good chunk of time off my 10-miler. And then in January 2015, I did my first half marathon. So when I say it's not just weight loss, I mean it. It isn't just weight loss, it is exercise and fitness for me and becoming more of the athletic side that I do have in me from all my years of dance. The good news is that although I did not go lower than that number, and my goal number was lower, I was able to maintain that weight, and currently I'm only about 10 pounds heavier than I was at that weight. And to me, that's not bad because I haven't really been exercising or devoting much time to it. So I am proud of myself for maintaining, because anyone who's lost a good amount of weight knows that maintaining is sometimes just as hard as it is to lose the weight, because your body will go back into that cycle and just gain it right back. I am proud of myself for staying conscious and maintaining, but now I'm ready to lose that weight again and then continue on to the further goal that I had when I first started this journey in 2014. So I know that I have one person out there who might be watching who I know hates the term sweating for the wedding. Hi Corey, if you're watching. So I don't want to call this series Sweating for the Wedding, because while yes, the wedding is my end game, my end goal to this, and my main motivating factor for getting serious back into this and what I'm going to keep in mind to keep myself accountable, I'm not doing that to be a specific weight on my wedding day. I'm not doing it to be a specific skinny on my wedding day or conform to society's ideals of what I should look like on my wedding day. I'm doing it because I want to feel my best on my wedding day. I want to know that I have worked hard to feel confident, and I want to be able to look at those pictures and be happy with them and know that for years to come, I will look back and think that I looked awesome in those pictures and not nitpick myself looking at the pictures, because we're all guilty of that. We'll see pictures of ourselves and we're like, oh, like I wish I'd stood up straighter or had my hair different, or all these different things that we nitpick about ourselves. I know for me personally, especially because I've been thinner, that that would be my focus if I took wedding pictures right now. So while I am technically sweating for the wedding, I'm not entirely sure that I won't put that hashtag on this video. There is a deeper meaning to it to me of just wanting to feel my absolute best and confident in my own skin. And I know that I feel that when I've been working out consistently and feeling healthier. So I want to talk briefly about my plan for moving forward, and that includes what I'm actually going to be doing as far as diet and exercise and the upload schedule for this. So I'm not going to go into great depth on this subject in this video. I'm sure I will talk about it in a future video, but what I did to lose the weight in 2014 is what I'm planning to do this time around to lose the weight, because it worked for me well and I felt very comfortable with it. I felt great while I was doing it. And so I will be following the paleo diet style, and it's really paleo-ish for me because I don't follow it super strictly, but paleo guidelines as far as my eating. Back in college, I lost 40 pounds and I had Weight Watchers for that. But when I got a little more into food science and food knowledge, I realized that I had not been healthy. I'd lost 40 pounds, but I was like eating 100-calorie packs and mostly subsisting on carbs when I lost the weight in college, and definitely not healthy eating. There were not very many vegetables in my diet. It was a lot of Subway and a lot of 100-calorie crackers. When I lost the weight in 2014, I really wanted to focus on eating healthy and losing weight. So I found paleo, and I will do a whole separate video explaining what paleo is. But for me, it made a lot of sense and my body seemed to really like it. I was able to stick to it. I didn't feel deprived. I didn't feel like I was starving. And after a little bit of sugar detox, I really didn't feel like I needed to binge or break the diet to satisfy some sort of craving. I just, you know, every once in a while I would have pizza or whatever and break it a little bit, but I didn't feel the need to go completely off the wagon, which some diets make you feel like you have to do that. That's what I'm doing. And as far as exercise, I have joined a different gym, because if you watch my weekly vlogs or Vlogmas, then you know that my Zumba teacher has stopped teaching at the place I was going to before. So I am following her. I joined a gym where she teaches at, so I'm planning to be doing Zumba twice a week now, which is a perk of going to her gym, and then also using the gym to do cardio and weights, because I do a lot of resistance and weight training while I'm working out. And again, I can do a whole nother video on what I do for that in the future. So my plan for the videos is that I will be filming my progress along the way over the course of the month, because I've learned in the past that if I try to put it in the weekly vlogs, it makes the weekly vlogs too long and you can't track progress week to week. Weight loss doesn't happen like that. It's a long journey. It's not like a I lost 5 pounds in a week thing. And so I think tracking it weekly was discouraging for me, whereas a monthly format, I'll be able to see more of the progress and share more of the progress with you guys. It'll be my way to kind of diary how I'm feeling along the process, and I'll show you the foods and everything that I'm eating, which will help keep me accountable. So I hope you guys will join me on this journey. So the first video of this series will be up on February 6th. So I'm going to do the first Wednesday of every month. I will say this for the very first month of this series. You'll see in the weekly vlogs and obviously the episode that goes up on February 6th that this month is particularly going to be tough to stay on paleo, and that's why I say I do paleo-ish, because life happens. When life happens, you can't let that completely derail what you're doing. So it's okay to take a break and live life, but the idea is to be on some sort of healthy eating path where going off the wagon doesn't mean completely giving up on what you've been doing. The whole rest of the month is really crazy for me. The whole rest of the month, every single weekend from here on out for this month has stuff in it where I won't be able to control necessarily sticking with paleo and still enjoy what we're doing. But the thing about changing your lifestyle and living a healthy lifestyle, as long as you're healthy eating and exercising on a frequent basis, then if you go have pizza one day, you're not going to undo everything that you have done. So that's why I want to reiterate that I am doing paleo-ish, and there will be days where, especially coming up, that I am not able to stick to it, or I decide I don't want to stick to it, and that's okay because it's an overall lifestyle change. It's a big picture lifestyle change, not a 100% I have to follow this minute by minute of every single day or I just quit. That's not what this is. So leave me any questions down below. I definitely will make another video talking about paleo in the future, I'm sure, because I think that's going to be the major question that comes out of this. And I will share more in the video that goes up on February 6th. So the September Orlando trip kicks off Friday, and then weekly vlogs will be back on Monday, and the schedule will resume as normal, adding in a to be determined fitness video on the first Wednesday of every month for the foreseeable future. So if you aren't already subscribed, make sure to click the red button to follow this crazy journey of mine over the next year. And I'll see all of you back here on Friday for travel day. Woo, woo, woo. Bye guys.